Hello and welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. Today we're going to take a look at the Golgari Exploration deck. This is a primarily Ixalan team deck centering around the Explore mechanic, where when you get to explore normally through a creature. Actually, no, only creatures get to explore, and when they do explore, you look at the top card of your library, and if it's a land, you put it in your hand. Otherwise, if it's not a land, the creature will get a +1/+1 counter. Then you have the choice to either keep the card on top of the library or put it in the graveyard. So in this way, the Explorer mechanic provides a rare opportunity of card advantage in a quite unique way. Now, Explorer appeared through almost all colors. I think I know red has a few pirates that explore. I know white has an uncommon that explores. I don't remember if blue has any explore mechanics, but it primarily centers around green and black, and this is the team that is built around it. So it has the typical black removal. So there's a nice selection of cheap removal and more expensive but more definitive removal. Then we have the majority of our creatures that explore when they enter the battlefield. There are a few exceptions to this, and I think the exceptions here are the ones that are very easy to cut out. Like, okay, Mausoleum Harpy is a 3/3 flyer for 5 mana that can grow bigger, but I've seen tuned versions of the deck where it simply goes all in on the Explore plan, and it can be a beating. Now, there are ways to take advantage of your creatures that don't have Explore. There's an enchantment called Path of Discovery. It's 3 and a green to cast. What it does is it allows all your creatures to explore, not just the ones that actually have Explore. So if I cast Ravenous Chupacabra, it enters the battlefield. It also explores in addition to its own ETB effect. If I cast an Ixali's Diviner, which has Explore, so it will get to explore twice. If the more I think of it, Explore is card advantage, but it also provides a certain amount of selection. Actually, it provides advantage in the sense that it puts land cards in your hand because you don't want to draw into them naturally, and it does give you selection over the cards that aren't lands. So I guess you could say it's not the ultimate best. It's not entirely draw cards straight up, but it's quite there. So as you can see that the tree drops here, the tree offs here take advantage of Explore. Lurking Chupacabra, whenever you get to explore, you can hit the opponent's creature with a -2/-2 debuff for the turn. Wild Growth Walker, this guy grows big whenever your creatures explore, and gives you some life. So this gives you some reach at the end. So there's a copy of Shadowed Caravel, but this one's a little bit iffy. Sure, it gets bigger the more you explore, but I'm not too sure if you really want this one. Anyway, this is pretty much what we were gonna test out. How much all in on the Explore plan are we going to go, and what kind of support do we need? Because if we take a look at the removal, it's a little bit all over the place. I say there are plenty of ways to improve on it. There are some cards that grant extra explores, but we might trim those down. There are some really big finisher creatures, but again, we might also trim those down. A few decent explorers can make your Wild Growth Walker into a big threat on its own right. So that way, we're gonna take a look, see how we're gonna adjust this deck. And if you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll explore gameplay in a few minutes. So please stay tuned, and thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you next time.